In the middle of the night on December the 14th, 2005, a truck driver was driving down the road when he saw two vehicles, a truck and a car, driving very fast and disappeared into the distance. Once the vehicles drove past, moments later, the truck driver sees the truck speeding past from the desert onto the highway heading the opposite direction. In the distant desert, the truck driver saw flames and made a call in regards to the fire. A volunteer fire chief takes the call, then heads to take the fire out, but notices a red jacket under seat cushions as well as an arm. He immediately calls the police. The police observed the vehicle and found a body in the trunk. The body was so badly burned that the hands and feet appeared to be missing. The officers ran the plates from the car, which were registered to Kelly Ryan. The police head to Kelly's home, assuming she would be the body in the car. To their shock, Kelly answered the door. So, who is the body in the trunk? Stick around as we take you on this journey full of drugs, sex, love triangles, and a whole lot of mess. Las Vegas, also known as the Sin City, with the metro area population of over 2 million, which is the largest within the greater Mojave Desert and second largest in the southwestern United States. Vegas is also known for its gambling, shopping, entertainment, and nightlife. With its breathtaking views, such as the Palm Casino Resort, Grand Canyon National Park, Hoover Dam, as well as other amazing sights and scenery, it's a place full of unlimited opportunities. That's how Melissa James viewed Vegas. Melissa James was born on March the 23rd of 1977 in New Jersey to Mara James. She was blessed with two siblings, a brother and a sister. Melissa's family moved to Panama City, Florida for a new beginning. At the age of 7, Melissa developed a love for dance and began taking dance lessons to excel her dream of becoming a dancer. Melissa attended A. Crawford Mosley High School. There, she thrived in cheerleading and graduated a year earlier than scheduled in 1994. Melissa decided to expand her education by attending Gulf Coast Community College by taking courses in business administration for 2 years. At the age of 19, Melissa opened a dance studio. Around this time, Melissa was seeking various opportunities through people she had met over the years. One of these people would be Craig Titus, whom she met in 1996 while maintaining her dance studio. It wasn't just considered a dance studio. She offered scholarships to underprivileged kids and kids with special needs. In her spare time, Melissa also dabbled in local modeling and commercials. Melissa did promo work for various products and companies. In 2002, Melissa took her chance in Los Angeles by doing more promo work and commercial work. While in Los Angeles, Melissa enjoyed the glitz and glamour and the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Sometime in 2003, Melissa moved back to Florida. During this time, Melissa reconnected with Craig Titus, who then persuaded her to move to Vegas to work as a personal trainer at a local gym that Craig managed. It was short-lived as Melissa decided to move back to Florida. With a business deal gone bad, Melissa's dance studio was in jeopardy. Craig reached out to Melissa in 2005 about another job opportunity in regards to opening up a fitness apparel store with his wife, Kelly Ryan, in Vegas. See, Craig Titus was a professional bodybuilder who once held the title of Mr. Olympia. He dedicated his time in competing in bodybuilding championships and mastering his physique, but down the road led to some challenging times for Craig. Craig served some time for possession of drugs in the 90s and testing positive in the bodybuilding world for steroids. Though Craig had some rough patches in life, he was still very well respected. People aspired to have the successes he was able to achieve during his bodybuilding career. He was very well known and working his way into building an empire. Although he was very focused on his career, he made time for love, and this is when he met Kelly Ryan, who is also in the fitness bodybuilding industry. Kelly began her life training in gymnastics at a young age, training with the famous gymnastics coach, Bella Caroli. Though Kelly enjoyed gymnastics, she also had other goals as being a professional cheerleader, but while attending the University of South Carolina, she worked as a choreographer, which would open up other doors to competing in fitness competitions, placing first in 1995. While her career was taking off in fitness, she became very well known and unique for her performances, which she would be called Flying Ryan. Craig and Kelly got married sometime in 2001. They became a power couple in the fitness world. Craig and Kelly were opening so many doors, building their empire by attending many shows, doing promotional work, and creating their brand. Though there were good times, came with some dark times. Craig and Kelly dabbled into drugs and partying. Throughout Melissa's time living with Craig and Kelly, there was some brief physical encounters between Craig and Melissa, which made Kelly feel awkward and threatened by not only Melissa's presence in the house, by working closely together as she didn't know what was going on. Melissa would keep in touch with her mother while staying in Vegas. In some of the conversations Melissa had with her mother, Mara, she would reveal some shocking and concerning experiences that she would have while living with Kelly and Craig. Melissa would mention strange behavior, drug use, paranoia, and how uncomfortable she would feel around them. Melissa told her mom she was ready to come home to Florida and stay for good. Early December 14, 2005, Melissa called her mom while at KFC having lunch to let her know she would see her that evening, since Craig booked a flight for Melissa to go home to be with her family for the holidays. According to Craig and Kelly, towards the end of the night, Kelly and Melissa had a disagreement in regards to money, while Craig was on the phone. In the heat of the argument, Kelly zaps Melissa with the taser gun. While Craig is on the phone, he hears the argument, then heads into the living room. Craig doesn't try to stop the argument. He instead helps Kelly attack Melissa more. Towards the end of the altercation, Craig puts Melissa in a chokehold. She was also injected with morphine in her leg, a toxic level, which turned out to be a fatal dosage. The couple panicked by wrapping speaker wire around her neck, as well as duct tape. Her body was placed in Kelly's red Jaguar in the trunk of the car. Craig called in reinforcements by the name of Anthony Gross. Anthony agreed to follow Kelly and Craig to Walmart. Kelly went into Walmart after 1 a.m. to purchase 7 bottles of lighter fluid. She then comes out to load the lighter fluid inside of the car while Craig helped. How husband-like. Then heads to the gas station to buy gasoline. Kelly, Craig, and Anthony all drive outside of Vegas in the middle of the desert to set the Jaguar on fire, then leave in the truck. Hours later, the police knock on Kelly and Craig's door in regards to the body in the torched car. To their surprise, Kelly answers the door with no shock of what the police was informing her in regards to her car. She informed the police that their assistant Melissa stole their money and car, that more than likely Melissa is the body in the trunk. While the police are investigating the crime, the coroner's office breaks the news to Melissa's mom of her passing. Mara was devastated and confused as she was expecting her daughter to come home and never expected to receive news like this. While the police investigate, some friends of Craig's notified the police about a bizarre encounter they had with Craig. In the middle of the night, Craig called in a panic, claiming he came home to find Melissa deceased. While Craig was at their house, Craig hands them a duffel bag with a taser gun, a stun gun, along with other items inside. While at the scene of the torched vehicle, the police find a flashlight that they learn belonged to Anthony Gross, which he purchased the night of the crime. The police head back to Craig and Kelly's home only to find that they were gone. It was revealed that Craig traded his truck in, the same truck that was involved in the crime, for another truck, created fake canisters, took money they had in their home, and fled. A nationwide manhunt was launched. FBI were called in. As the hunt continues on, the detectives receive a tip that both Kelly and Craig were seen outside of Boston in Massachusetts. Melissa was captured in a nail salon while Craig was found blocks away in the truck. While Craig was in the Clark County Detention Center, there was a tip to the guards that Craig was involved in a potential jailbreak. More activity later happens behind bars with Craig, as Craig had conversations with a man named Ron Brady involving the murder of Melissa James. Craig had talks of silencing witnesses but not committing any fatal crimes upon the witnesses. Ron, who at the time emulated Craig as he wanted to become a bodybuilder himself, helped set the plan in motion. Throughout the investigation of this plan, many truths, untruths, informants working with the police to take down this plan was successful, as Ron served an 8-year sentence for his part in the plan. Craig Titus took a plea deal for the murder, kidnapping, and arson of Melissa James, which he regrets doing. He is serving up to 55 years in the Lovelock Correctional Center, while Kelly was sentenced to 2 consecutive terms of 3 to 13 years in prison, which she later was released on parole in October of 2017. Throughout this whole ordeal, Melissa and Kelly's life was heavily affected while having Craig Titus in their life. So many lies as to what actually happened that night, but one thing we do know is that there is a mom out there who will never get the full story as to what happened to her daughter. I want to personally thank everyone who took the time to watch the videos, like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for spending some of your time here at the True Crime Spot. We'll see you in the next video.